What up, Nick?
What's up, Bjorn?
Yo, we wore the same shirt.
We did. In case you don't know, this is Size 10 Podcast.
Yeah.
We have our official merch on that you can't buy unless you know us personally, in which case we'll sell it to you.
No. You can always slide into our
if you
Instagram
DM us,
DM.
We'll sell you a shirt for sure.
Oh, 100%. So, yeah.
We'll possibly just give it to you.
If
If you want the shirt,
the first person to
have
slide into our DMs and give us their address and everything gets a shirt and a sticker if we have it in their size available.
Yeah, if we don't have your size of sticker, we're sorry. That's too bad.
The sticker
I'm Nick Scalzone. You can find me on Instagram at Nick Scalzone Comedy.
I'm Bjorn RG, and you can find me at Skate Cub on Instagram. You can also find our podcast at Size 10 Podcasts on Instagram. Make sure and follow, like, and subscribe on all of our channels and everything.
Yeah, we're blowing up on TikTok, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never been on TikTok.
Dude, it's just Instagram stories. It's the exact same thing.
I refuse to download it, but
I do too, because I'm already. Who am I kidding? I have it.
I keep getting emails from it
because of the
the website is linked to my personal email, or the Size 10 email is linked to my email in some way, and it keeps giving me these TikTok emails that are like, they love you so much on TikTok. And I'm like, cool, delete.
It's probably like one like or whatever, but.
No, I feel like we're getting some views.
We're getting some. It's getting a little bit of action on there, dude. What are we drinking?
Cool.
Should we talk about that?
Yeah.
So can check. We're drinking New Belgium. Can you read the word?
Dominga. Mimosa sour.
It's a mimosa sour. It tastes like a mimosa. It kind of tastes. It just tastes like a mimosa to me, or just like orange juice, bad orange juice. No,
it tastes like a sour beer and a mimosa at the same time. Like you mixed a mimosa and a sour beer. I'm not mad at it.
It's pretty great.
It's good.
I like it. I've been drinking this one lately.
Yeah,
There's
no
description.
Classy looking can.
Oh, all it says on the side going vertically, it says from sun up to sundown.
Yeah, baby.
Where does it take you when you take a sip? Take a sip. Where does it take you? I mean, this is definitely like a breakfast beer, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the mimosa, obviously some brunch vibes there, but honestly, I would say this is an outdoor beer for me. This is a summer outdoor beer. I could see taking this one like camping, taking this one to a lake.
Yeah.
Maybe on the golf course.
Oh, this would be a good golf course.
Drunk driving the cart, just cruising around.
That's half the fun of golf.
That's the whole point.
Drunk driving
the
course.
Is drunk driving on a closed course.
On a closed course.
Never drink and drive unless you're on a closed course like a professional, like you're in a car commercial.
Oh, boy. Like on a closed track.
Where it says professional driver on a closed course.
Yeah.
That's what golf is you are now on a closed course, and I fully condone some at least buzzed cart driving.
Yeah, this is for when you have a really early morning tea time, but you still want to drink.
Yeah, but you're like, I still am playing golf, so I'm not going to do that sober. That would be stupid.
It's one thing I do love about both golf and bowling is it's just socially acceptable no matter what time you get there to just order a beer.
Yeah, because it's not a sport.
If you go play pickup at the local courts,
there's
not a bar. There's not table service there.
If I go play pickup, I'm gonna need a drink. I'm not gonna be good at it.
You don't go down to the baseball field and get a White Claw. That feels like that would be.
People drink
league.
at fields.
You're right.
Yeah, any
soccer?
Field that there is.
Soccer.
That's not.
I've been in the soccer fields. What about lacrosse? Adult lacrosse?
No.
Now. Curling,
that's a drinking sport.
They're definitely. I almost joined
the
a curling
league. Dude, I think they drink a lot. It's pretty
I've
cold
never
up there. I don't know what else there is to do.
I know that they have
Dude, curling is just giant shuffleboard.
Yeah, but it's kind of like bowling. I bet we would be good at it.
Dude, I would crush at curling. We gotta find a rec league of curling.
That'd be a very Portland
I would join
thing.
A curling league for
the
the off season of bowling.
Yeah, though bowling is kind of a winter league. We're in the winter league.
I want to do curling in the summer
okay.
where you go into an icy area and cool off.
I love it.
Yeah.
we should try.
We
to do
should start one. If
should at
there
least-
isn't one, size 10 listeners, what's
yeah.
the interest level in a
A
curling
Portland-
league, a
Yo,
Portland, Oregon curling league?
Of the cities,
Of,
I
like-
bet we could drum up enough.
We for sure could. And it's got to be all dickheads like us that have never even done it and don't care and just want to get
Just-
tanked.
Yeah, tanked and
Yeah.
sweep. Like, I don't sweep around the house, but I would sweep on the ice.
Yeah, that's I could be.
It's kind of like cleaning.
Yeah, I could be talked
Paul
into
would be
a
very
broom.
good at it.
If it's competitive, dude, I could be talked into a broom.
Is your girlfriend good at cleaning? She might be good at it too.
That's
I love
sexist, sir.
I love just
You
going,
are-
just fully go in on
You are
it.
a pig, sir.
Oh.
You're a misogynist
A little bit. I
for that.
I can
Also,
be.
she doesn't really. We're both kind of just slobs. And
What about-
that's
what
part
about-
of why we get along?
What's your dishes technique? Are you like meticulous, like perfect dishes, or
I
you just
am-
kind of throw it in there and hope it all fits, and then just like hit start?
No, I'm fairly meticulous. I will wash the dish until there's nothing on it in the sink, and then use the dishwasher to sterilize.
okay.
Because I'm like a little bit of a germaphobe freak,
Okay.
and so like
You hesitated there on the word.
yeah, no, I'm dumb. I have trouble talking,
I
but
like
yeah, I'm a germaphobe, so like I'll wash the dishes like till they're nice and clean, like basically could eat off of them anyway, and then I still use the dishwasher, but I use it to sterilize.
Okay.
And I make sure they're clean, because sometimes if they're not, the dishwasher like bakes some shit
Mhm.
into the fucking dish, and that's the most gross thing ever.
Is that frustrating to you? Well, it's a
Yeah.
clean bake though. It's
No.
like whatever you could still
Icky.
eat off of it.
Ew.
And if you can't scrape it off, it's not getting into your food. It's just an
It might.
appearance. It's just appearance.
Well, it doesn't look good.
I've messed up some plates. I just throw it. I just throw it in there. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, no, I'm
I don't
lazy.
really care.
And so I end up doing this is the thing I'm supposed to do. We lost our backdrop.
I can keep talking.
Anyway, I'm lazy with dishes, so like they'll definitely pile up for like 3 days. Cuz I live by myself, so I'm the only one to hold myself accountable for anything. Like when I had roommates, I didn't do that. I was pretty good about it, but like now I definitely will let them pile up for a couple days, and then I'm like, all right, I'm a piece of garbage. I gotta fix this. And so I'll go and do a whole dishes extravaganza. But I
up, dude. Just put on a
Nice.
t-shirt.
that works. Here, we each just gotta hold it. Oh,
There. With the
that's safe.
that'll do, right?
Yeah, 100%.
There. We'll just-
Yeah, nobody will even notice.
This is just gonna be a big commercial to get one person to send us
Yeah.
a DM for a t-shirt.
This T-shirt could be yours.
'Cause we
If you
can't get-
just DM us and
old-ass
make us
computer.
feel like we have fans.
Oh,
we do have
we
fans.
have fans.
actually.
I don't know what you're talking about. We got tons of fans.
No, we do. We genuinely do. But
Getting
like we
crazy amounts of views.
we're getting a lot of views. We already mentioned it. But like DMs and stuff, please interact with us. It's a lot of fun when you do.
Is the dishes conversation interesting or no?
Yeah, I think it's fascinating. I think we should do it for another hour at
Let's do the
least.
rest of the hour.
Yeah,
on
so the small plates, different technique than big plates. No, this is fucking dumb. Why
No, dude, I still just throw them all in.
You
And
just throw them all in.
I don't like to leave dishes for more than a day or two though. I'm more of a morning dish person.
I'm definitely not a morning anything person.
Not a morning person.
I'm only at things in the morning if I have to be. Like
Okay.
I'll be to work in the morning because I needed to go to work to be paid.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, morning is not the
Not
time
your
that I
thing.
want to do things.
Yeah.
I'm definitely an afternoon, evening person.
I'm a bit of a morning person. God damn, we're just the worst today.
What did we do wrong now? Oh, the timer. Shit. Well, Terry fucking abandoned us. You know, he went to Colorado or Utah or one of those states to yell at kids while they snowboard. And, you know, that was his choice to do that.
Yeah.
But it's really, you know, he needs to think about what he does and how
Right.
it affects other people.
And how we didn't start the timer for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
the
and that's on
podcast, so
him.
It's
That is
fine.
on him.
So let's get
Terry.
into these sneakers. We're
Yeah.
actually we're going to do two pairs. We're doing a kind of a special episode. We're doing, because we have both of them.
We do.
both
And we're kind
colorways.
of doing a reverse of the last episode. Or
Yes.
the same thing, because I brought in Joanna's shoes on the last one.
And these are actually not mine. These are Paul's, but I can wear them at any point. because we are the same size.
Unfortunately, I don't wear a women's 6.5, and so Joanna and I cannot trade shoes.
So I guess these are the Dunk High in these like, I don't know, the
tie-dye.
Tie-dye? Is that, I forget the official name. I should have looked it up.
Yeah, they had some name, but acid wash was it
acid
something like
wash. Yeah. The 1985.
These
edition.
are wild. These are loud.
Yeah.
Crazy shoes, but I like them. I was impressed. The leather is nice and soft on these.
So that one's the Team Orange, and then we have Team Yellow.
Team Orange and Team
I don't
Yellow.
know if it's Team Yellow. I'm just not.
Yeah, I
the
mean,
box.
who
The
cares?
official.
It's blue and orange and cream. It's a good colorway. I like this shoe. I feel like they did a good job of like incorporating
Yellow
like
strike.
the fun, like tie-dye look.
That's hot right now.
Right, but they did a good job of incorporating it into the shoe. I mean, I wore these because I knew we were doing a tie-dye shoe, so I wore a tie-dye shoe.
Oh.
Another one that I think they did a pretty good job of incorporating tie-dye into. But
Yeah.
I love the color blocking on these. I still am not the biggest fan of the Dunk High. It's like a super bulky shoe, and I feel like it doesn't look that good on me. It's like too big.
I guess I can see that, and because you wear like kind of skinny jeans.
Yeah, wearing that with these jeans, it's like so much shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it looks a little bit goofy. Got a little bit of a clown shoe situation going on if I wear Dunk Highs. But
Yeah.
I like those.
I like to lace my dunks like the dunks that I'm wearing, where I actually don't lace them up onto here, and I cut the wings off on these ones at least.
Well, you have those for skating though.
Yeah,
like
and
you
I did
actually skated.
I skated the heck out of these.
Yeah.
These are just the regular. They're just dunks. They're not SB dunks, so that means they're like probably lower quality leather and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And they don't have like the thick, puffy tongue.
Yeah, I mean, but they're basically the same.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. These are pretty sick. They're also, the sole on them is a little bit thicker. It's almost more of like a I don't know. It's a thicker sole, so it's a little bit. I don't want to like crease the toe on them too much.
Yeah.
Because they're not mine technically. But we got.
Yeah, these were the ones that didn't he go for them on
We
the
took
app
the L
and struck out
on both of them, and then we. I'm drawing a blank on which ones. I think it was So he wanted these ones more.
Mm-hmm. The
These
black
were
and yellow.
Yeah, these were the ones he really, really wanted.
These
ones less. Yeah, these ones were a little bit less. But then we saw that Bait had them, and so we went after work and got them. And he was so excited, he bought the 10s. I forgot that I had read that these specific ones run a little small, and you should size up a half size. So when he got them off of StockX, these ones he got off StockX, they're 10.5.
Oh, okay.
And they do fit much better.
Interesting. It's weird that even like the same shoe, like different colorways fit differently.
Yeah.
I feel like
We
Nike
could complain
needs to
about
work
it.
on that.
But like, I work with this stuff all the time. I've been
Is
working with the
that
same
pretty
manufacturer.
common?
I'll order a reorder of a pair,
And they're fucked up
they'll be
somehow.
like slightly different than the last one, and I'm just like, how?
Yeah.
How is this different?
That's
How are you
crazy.
consistently? I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I mean, it has something. I mean, it's also like, control of that, but like you can only do so much, and especially right now with like supply chain.
Yeah, right
stuff,
now it's going to be sitting on a
You're just
fucking
like-
boat for 6 months. By the time you get it, you're like,
And you just-
they probably fired everybody that made these.
And I'm sure that
You know?
Nike shops around, or maybe like the
oh,
the
100%.
people making the factory making one shoe is different than another, or like maybe a SB
Oh, they have
Dunk
to have
is
80
different
factories at
than
least.
the other factory.
Just the number of things
So
that
there's
they
just
make has to be
little
astonishing.
factors that cause the the discrepancies. And that's the one really, I think, shitty thing about being into sneakers as a thing, where like size really matters.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it's a bum.
And you're like,
anything where size matters is
I
a
got
bummer,
this
really.
I got this really cool pair, and I didn't read up on all the literature on it.
Mm-hmm.
that it's sized differently than every other one of those.
Yeah.
Because the leather. Also, I'm sure like the different kinds of leather and materials that they use cause different, like the way they respond.
Yeah,
is
like
different.
some of them are going to be stretchier or whatever, so
Yeah.
you might be able to get away with it in some.
Or
whereas
when you're
it's-
putting them in this shape, it's stiff in certain ways or whatever.
Sure.
I mean,
I get that.
I'm
That
making
makes sense.
excuses for
You're letting them off the hook, and we should hold them to a high standard.
just hold them to a high standard.
High standard.
Dude, this is.
I will say though, the shoes
Yeah.
that we talked about last week,
Yeah.
Joanna's Wave Runners,
Are
they did fit.
Okay.
She
Are
was-
they a good quality though? Because I talked to somebody else, and somebody was saying that the latest drop, the quality isn't as good as the originals.
I never had the originals, but compared to my
I looked at the
mauves,
originals, but they were all beat up.
or my
so-
mauves
No.
or whatever you're supposed to mauve. My mauve
Mojave.
700s,
It's Mojave.
My Moaves. Compared to those, same quality as far as I can tell.
Okay.
Also, it's a fucking sneaker. The quality is what it is. It's not a premium leather. I mean, it is actually pretty nice leather for sneakers, and honestly, for $300 it better be. But
I was glad you guys didn't do the obligatory post of like couple goals. Bah. We did.
you did that for us.
No.
Paul did that for us on the size
Yeah.
10. He was just like something about couples that sneaker together or something.
Stay together. Couples that sneaker together stay together, I think is what.
I think that's what he said, but you know what? We didn't post it, so it's okay.
So it's
not
okay.
nearly as cringe.
One of these days the two of us will go out and we'll be wearing these. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
These two.
But yeah, we definitely have gone out a lot of times both wearing hype shoes now because she has a pair.
That's awesome.
She likes, or at least she's a really good liar
That's
and
fun.
keeps telling me she does. One way or the other.
I'm going to say
Yeah.
something, and I'm speaking for Paul, not myself,
Mhm.
but like, it's really funny. Same problem that you've had with your dunks like this.
Hard to pick
when
an outfit.
We
with
were
black and
struggling,
yellow.
we went to like two malls and tried
Mhm.
to find a
Something
yellow
to wear.
something to wear with this.
Yeah.
And it was really hard. We were like, maybe just a Batman shirt. I don't know, but it didn't quite match.
A Wu-Tang tee.
A Wu-Tang shirt would work.
Yeah.
But like it
It's
was
not
an
the same yellow
interesting-
though. That bright.
I know.
That's like a
this yellow
a
is,
lemon yellow.
and you know what? This is where Nike messed up. They should have done a shirt like this that matches perfect.
That is
Now,
'cause that is such
if
a
you
hard
internet-
color combo.
If you internet hard, there are shirts and like hoodies and stuff that they make specifically, like the one that we never even talked about, but you wore on an episode that I bought for your birthday for you that matches your 350s.
Yeah, we did.
We didn't even mention that you were wearing this wild ass shirt.
Was that the Clancy episode or was that the Seth? That was the Clancy episode, right?
Or maybe it was the Seth one. I don't know. One of those.
One or the other. I wore the zebras and then I wore
Yeah.
a shirt that matched the zebra Yeezys.
Which
I
when
think it was the
bought
Seth
it,
episode, maybe.
when I bought that shirt for your birthday,
Mhm.
I was like, this is ridiculous. And then I saw you wearing it and I was like, actually, it works. I don't know. It didn't feel as ridiculous as when I was looking at the shirt.
No, you were right the first time. It is ridiculous, but it's fun.
But it works.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't look as bad as you would think it would look.
Like, I was expecting it to just look absolutely terrible, but it actually
It doesn't.
worked.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That one. There was a few other ones that I was like,
Yeah.
really? Like, there was one for the Mauve 700s, but
It just has the two lime green like ovals or whatever.
I think it had the silhouettes like vertically or something on them or something weird.
Yeah, it wasn't laid out the same way as the shoe, really. It just had like some of the details of the shoe just thrown
Yeah.
onto a shirt, and you're like, okay.
Also,
Yeah.
those sneakers they just came out with. Didn't they just drop? Or there's a
Which?
drawing for those. Another one.
The zebras.
Yeah.
Yeah. They definitely restocked them again.
So here's a little story into my life. I looked at those and I was like, those are Nick's shoes. I'm not kidding. I'm not even gonna go for them because I'm just like, what would we wear them together? No, I'm not even gonna
Right?
go for
Yeah,
these.
there are definitely like some shoes that would restock, and I'd just be like, nah, Bjorn has those.
That's like a really interesting thing because we talked about that. We haven't both hit on anything, and I really do. I am to this point where it's just like, oh yeah, that's Nick's shoe. Like I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a shoe that you think that we both would get and both be like, yup?
Mm.
Like, Like, is there a shoe that I have that you wouldn't go for? I mean, my shoes aren't as good as a lot of yours. But.
No, you have a lot of good shoes. It's just like you have a lot of like really good 4s, and I'm not really into the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
what about
those
my 3s.
Your 3s.
I could see you rocking the patchwork.
The patchwork. I liked the patchwork a lot, but I was like, I didn't need another pair of 3s.
Mm-hmm.
And when they dropped, like you got them, I was like, cool. We get to see a pair. We have a pair in the family here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to spend my money, and we're good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That would be up there. The Shadow Jordan 1s, so
Okay.
Shadow 2.0. I really liked those. I thought they were a clean one.
I like them, but I have a really, to me, they're just like, at the same time, it's like, so maybe we'll trade them or something. If there's something that you get or want, we could maybe trade. Cause
Yeah, I'd be down to trade something for those.
I think they're sick. They're just kind of boring to me.
Huh.
Like, because
I
tend to wear.
I think they're one of my favorite pairs that you have,
Really?
honestly. Yeah, because they're like such a clean, easy to wear Jordan 1.
I have a hard time because I kind of like to go a little crazy with like a little more crazy with my footwear sometimes, and I wear a lot of gray. Like I'm just like, cool, a gray sneaker with a gray shirt and gray pants. Like let's roll, Bjorn. Like come on. I don't know. I guess you just got to me. You got to go. And I literally tried putting like a whole bunch of different laces in it. None of them worked.
Yeah, I feel like I like some kind of subdued hype shoes like that. Like that's why I like the Mauve 700s. I wore them yesterday to take the PE exam, which I may or may not have passed. I have no idea. It feels like a Schrodinger's cat right now. I felt like I was right on the edge. So
what's a Schrodinger's cat?
Schrodinger's cat. It's the old. It was like what the hell was it? A thought experiment or something. Some psychologist douche over in like Germany or something. What it was is there was a thought experiment where he would put a cat in a box, and there was like a thing of poison that was sealed, but if the cat knocked it over, it would break and the cat would die. I think that's what it is. Basically, while the box is closed, you have no way of knowing that whether or not the cat's alive, and therefore it's both alive and dead.
Okay.
That nonsense, it's for people who have way too much time and just are sitting around thinking about fucking cats all day.
Okay.
But anyway, so
you
the
have
test,
to open the box.
you have to open
know.
the test or the box to know whether or not the cat's alive or dead.
I don't understand what the okay, but keep going.
But that's how I feel about this test is because it was so close to the edge.
Oh.
Like it won't be a surprise either way. Like if I open the email in 7 to 10 days and it says you passed, I'll be like, cool, I passed. Good for me. Lucked out.
Yeah.
And if I failed, I'll be like, that makes sense.
Okay.
So yeah.
Either way.
Neither way will I be surprised. I'll definitely obviously be happier if I passed.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't be surprised if I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I did it in the Yeezy 700s.
That's awesome.
I knew I had to wear Yeezys, and then it fucking snowed. And so I was like, well, this limits my choices significantly. I got to wear the warm ones that don't get dirty.
Yeah.
And that's those.
And that's those pair. That's
but I
awesome.
feel like that's a day that you could wear those Shadow 2.0s because they don't really get dirty.
Right.
Like they're a dark enough colorway, but they also they look classy and nice.
I wore them to not Halloween, holiday party.
Yeah.
With a suit.
There you go.
I felt like they worked.
Suit sneakers. Those
Yeah.
are a suit sneaker.
They're good. The Bond sneaker. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So my parents were in town recently.
Yeah.
And I also had our first episode of my weekly comedy show with Eliza Butler. On Thursdays at Neighbors Tap Room, 8 o'clock. It's called Bangers Comedy. It was a huge success. And we filled the space, which was
That's
rad.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a bunch. I had some dropouts, and I had somebody come through for the headliner, which was dope. But to me, highlight of the evening. My parents were there. My stepdad and my mom were seeing
And this
me do
is,
comedy.
by the way, the first time I'm hearing this. Bjorn said, "I've got something else to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you."
I'm not
So
going to
he's
tell you on the
telling
way
me
over
now.
here. So
'Kay.
what happened at the show,
Yeah.
it was there was a bunch of people there, and there was this one table that was very disruptive and very loud, and it turns out it was my mom talking to this other guy who was very disruptive and high on, I think, mushrooms or something. Like they
Nice.
were on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They were having a very good time. And my mom was chatting with this guy, and then my mom really wanted a penguin costume, and this guy owns a tailor shop.
Okay.
So they like connected. He gave his business card to literally everybody in the room, and my mom bit. We went to the tailor shop. We got there. The guy had been out all night and was still up the next day. And he's making my mom a penguin costume.
Like, so she can dress up like the animal, like a penguin?
Yes. Because there's this winter carnival that happens that my mom like volunteers at in Whitefish.
Okay. And
there's
so she needs to look like a penguin.
There's penguins that go around. There's like Yetis. There's different things.
Huh.
And there's this exclusive penguin group, and my mom wants to be in it, and they won't give her a costume. So she is going to just get one made, custom.
A bespoke penguin.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
So then we had to go to a bunch of fabric stores, and the Joanne I went to was going out of business, so there was about 2 fabric things left in the entire building. You could buy the rack.
Is going out of business.
No, it was just a location.
Just one of the
They're
locations.
moving.
Oh,
so they had like a going out of business sale.
Oh, okay.
But I also realized that like fabric stores don't have the best, like because then we went to Hobby Lobby, which I had never been to a Hobby Lobby because of their politics. I was like, and their sign is really boring. I think.
Right. Yeah.
Like for a store that's like crafty, it's not a very. It's just like Helvetica.
It just says
narrow
Hobby
and says
Lobby.
Hobby Lobby in like orange.
Yeah.
They do have a lot of Bibles for sale.
Well, yeah, that's what they peddle is
fabric
politics.
and Bibles and like cool wall decor. Like I had never been inside one, and now I have. I don't know. It was just like a fun adventure with my parents of like getting this penguin costume.
Did you go to Chick-fil-A after?
Yeah. And then we went to Chick-fil-A.
Nice.
No, we didn't go to Chick-fil-A, but it is located right next to it.
Yeah,
in
of course
Clackamas.
it is. Yeah.
But it was Sunday, so they were
for you.
closed. So I don't think.
Tough.
Or is Hobby Lobby closed on Sunday
So
too?
did you go like right after bowling?
No. We went on Saturday. My bad.
Oh,
my
okay.
bad. I think Hobby Lobby is.
They're probably closed
on
on Sunday too. That seems like the bullshit they would do.
They're just justifying the fact
ripping
that
off
nobody
Chick-fil-A
was showing up
and selling fucking bamboo airplanes or whatever they do.
Dude,
Balsa wood.
there's some cool stuff. Yeah,
Balsa
there's,
wood
like,
airplanes
balsa wood
are
stuff.
fun.
There's lots of. I would have
You get
really
the ones
liked
with
that
the rubber
store.
band. You ever get the balsa wood airplane with the rubber band where you twist it, and then it's like.
Dude, they had an entire aisle devoted to like Estes Rockets. Do you remember those?
Yeah,
Did
I had
you do
like
those?
10 of those. Those
with the
were
little
fucking
electric things,
awesome.
and you like shot them up.
Yeah,
Dude, I lost most of mine were not successful flights because we lived like in the forest, and I always lost them. Like
I never lost one because I was super anxious about losing it.
so you'd
like,
go to an open field.
No, like I've been a neurotic mess my whole life. Listen, I was like 10 years old. I had my Estes rocket. I was so anxious about whether or not I'd be able to recover it that I like didn't launch it very often. Okay. Because every time like it was so fun, but it gave me so much anxiety. Like I would be nervous, like, oh my God, I'm gonna launch this and then it's gonna go, and what if it goes in a neighbor's yard? Then I have to go and talk to him and be like, I launched a rocket and it parachuted into your yard.
So you
and then I was worried about starting fires. No, I had like
you
8.
were worried about starting fires.
Yeah, dude, I fucking don't want to get the fire people called.
Dude, I had the one that it was like supposed to helicopter down, and it never did. Every single time the nose just like shot off, and
all mine were like the one with the parachute, or I built a couple of the ones where you actually had to use an X-Acto knife and cut the wooden blades and glue it and paint it and all this. They were a little teeny one, and they were fast as hell. It was cool. I launched it one time, and I launched it once, but I was like so invested in having built it that I was like, I found it nose down in the dirt. It literally dug itself like a 3-inch hole. It plummeted to earth because it went like 1,000 feet up. It was literally 6 inches tall. 6 inches tall.
Yeah.
And
It was 6 inches.
dude, it was fucking 9 inches, dude.
It was
And
9 inches tall. Like,
holy shit.
like
Real piece,
it was a
that
real
rocket.
piece on that rocket.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, it went like 1,000 feet up and it plummeted back to Earth. And I think I just saw a flash. And then I looked for like half an hour in this field and I found it. And I was like, I can't ever launch this again. I'll never find it.
Really?
And it was just, I'd put so much time into building it.
Mm.
And I was just like, well, now I'm invested. I built this one. I painted it a custom color. This is my rocket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
So you're not going to.
So, yeah. But I had like 8 of those.
All
things.
of mine were just destroyed in some capacity.
So
Like,
dude,
every
I
single
I
time.
believe that.
Like,
There's nothing about you.
I don't think one of them
If
survived
yeah.
the flight.
Before knowing that, if somebody was like, Nick, $100, did Bjorn break a lot of his toys? Yes. You're a toy breaking guy.
A Bjorn in a china shop. I've heard that before.
Yeah, I could.
I was in a store and I had my backpack on and I was like, what? And I just took out an entire thing of breakable things. I don't even remember if they were
Did you
glasses.
have to pay for them?
No, I just left swiftly.
Nice.
It was in an airport.
Oh, yeah, fuck them. Ripping
just
everybody
like,
off.
That's my gate.
You're like, oh, shit, I gotta go to Shanghai.
I gotta go.
I'm late for a meeting.
I'm late for my airplane.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about all of your glasses that say Denver Airport.
Yeah. Well, the fucking Denver airport. Everybody gets snowed in there and gets stuck for 2 days and spends $1 million. They can live. They'll
I've
survive.
been snowed in there twice.
Yeah, I've either been snowed in there or I couldn't even fucking go there because of snow one time, and then I never bought a flight that went through Denver again.
That's funny.
It's just like, nope.
Not in wintertime or even close to wintertime.
Yeah.
I feel like one time it was like, well, it snowed here just the other day.
It did. But it didn't even stick. I had to go to my test. Fucking 7 in the morning.
It wasn't
I
that
left
bad.
my house. And so that should have been the worst of the snow, but it was fine.
I brought my
was
parents
wet.
to the airport at 4,
Yeah.
and there was the most snow.
Right, but it was like it wasn't sticking really.
No.
Like it turned into slush.
It was not bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. So that was my story from the weekend.
That's pretty fun.
I
She
thought-
bought a penguin costume from a guy on Molly or something.
Yeah. Well,
awesome.
I mean, he
Or
hopefully
mushrooms.
I gotta go pick it up whenever it's done. We'll see if it turns out. Maybe she spent $800 on just
$800?
Like, I don't know how much it was. I just
Damn.
threw a number. She
I hope
said
it's
it was
made
a
out
lot.
of wool.
Well, no, we bought all the fabric. It's just like fake.
Oh, it's like fleece.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. It's like fake stuff. Sorry, potential spam. I'm not interested.
Yeah, darn. If it was real, we'd be doing deals on the pod for sure.
Like, hey, what up? You know, it's a fun thing to do when somebody calls you that you don't really like. You can answer that.
Mhm.
My photographer does this. He did it once on a photo shoot, and it was like so funny. He goes, he answers it, and immediately like cuts them off, and is like, "Hang on, I'm in the middle of something," and puts them on hold, and then just sets his phone down. Or
I'm gonna
doesn't
do that.
hit hold, or he's just like, "Hang on, I'm in the middle of something," and then just sets his phone down, and we just like continue to do the photo shoot. And I was like, "Dude, did you just? Are they still there?" And he's like, "I don't know. They're gonna waste my time. I'm gonna waste their time."
Yeah. Well, there's like this happens to me sometimes because like, yeah, like my LinkedIn is active.
Okay.
So like recruiters will hit me up about random jobs.
Yeah.
And I don't mind if they like DM me on there or email me something. But some of them will just call you out of the blue.
Yeah.
And they'll just like non-business
the
hours, like
test.
in the evening, and they're just like, "We got a job, found your resume. You look like you'd be great. It's a project manager. They need 19 years of experience." And you're like, "Yeah, I've been out of college for 4." And they're like, "Well, you know, these people, they can't get everything they ask for in the job description." You're like, "Okay." I mean, they
Well-
could probably get a little bit of it.
Honestly, though, I think that I don't know.
I need
maybe
to
this
do
is
that
the
to
theory.
some of those
Dude,
people, though.
You should just apply for stuff because, like,
they
all ask for that stuff, and it's like if you just say no, like you're not gonna get it. for
19
sure,
years,
but-
I won't get it. If it's like 8, I could probably have
okay.
a shot. I mean, I'm not turning all these things
Well-
down. Like the opportunities, but some
Yeah.
of them that they bring me are completely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're like, they just sound shitty. They're like, okay, so it's like it's like 10-hour shifts, 5 of them a week, and it's like, and you'll have to commute all the way. I'm like, I'm not doing this shit.
You're like,
Fuck
no,
off.
thank you.
So yeah, those are the guys. Next time I get one of those out of the blue recruiter call that I don't want to hear from, I'll just be like, hey, bro, hang on a second. I got to put you on hold. I'm really busy right now.
Yo, the rudest thing I've ever had is one time I answered the phone. I used to answer my phone a lot more. I don't anymore, but I had them. I answered, and then they were like, "Oh, hang on. Can you?" Like they put me on hold. Like I answered the phone, and then they put me on hold, and I was like, I held for like a second, and I was like, "Why am I? No, I don't even know. Like what?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna just
Someone called you and put you on hold? That's rude.
They
It's
like
disrespect.
said where they were from or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, can you hold for a second?" And I was like, "Okay." And then I was
you
like,
called me, bro.
"You called me.
Fuck off.
Get your shit together and then call me.
Yeah.
What is going on?" My favorite, and then we'll probably got to talk about something else. But my favorite thing was one time I got a message.
Yeah.
That they and like you can see the transcribed message,
Mhm.
but like I think they thought they hung up, but their headset was like still on. And so that like them and their friend were talking about like what taco truck they were gonna go to for lunch that day.
Mhm.
And I like looked at it. I like looked at the transcribed message and I was like, yeah, there's that one, but like last time I like got real sick or whatever. I'm just like, what is this? And I listened to it.
Uh-huh.
You can fully hear them. It sounds like us in these mics right now because it's a
Okay.
headset.
Yeah.
And like I could hear one side of the conversation.
And then you could vaguely hear the other side.
Yeah,
Where it's
from like the cubicle.
yeah, but
next
their
to
Al Pastor is the best in town.
Yeah, exactly.
And the other guy's like, yeah, but I was shitting blood for a week.
And I was like, what is this?
I think I got an STD. It's like, fuck, dude.
Oh, I thought that was so funny.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I've never had that. I did get a call like a couple months ago. Some lady was doing like a survey.
Mhm.
It was someone in Montana doing a survey about politics.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to do it because Montana just elected a bunch of dickheads in the past election.
Mhm.
And so I wanted to be like, yeah, I don't like that guy. He hates public land. We're a whole state full of people who like to hunt and fish, and you're trying to lock it up. Fuck that guy.
Mhm.
You know, this guy donates to a Bible college. He's some tech douche with a bunch of money. Fuck Gianforte. Guy's a dick.
I
Anyway,
don't know anything about it.
yeah, Montana really took a bad turn on the last election. Anyhow, I wanted to express my opinion, so I was trying to stay on this call.
Okay.
But this poor lady had a child that was just not a good kid. He was on a bad path. He was screaming and yelling,
Yeah.
carrying on, and she just was like doing everything she could to not just be, shut the fuck up to this poor kid. And I
Just,
couldn't
like, working
hear.
from home.
She was.
Mm.
And like had babies and stuff that were screaming at her, and I don't know what the hell was going on. It seemed like a shit show, but this poor lady, I was like, I stayed on this call for like 5 minutes because at some point, not only did I want my important voice to be heard,
Yeah.
but I
You've
also
been in Portland too long, dude.
I know I was like, I have an important voice.
I have a lot to say.
Yeah, as a straight white male, my voice fucking valuable as
Very
shit.
important.
And also, this lady, I just felt bad for her. I was like, I got to get this lady some data because a lot of people are probably hanging up on her. And I made it 5 minutes. I was like, bro, I fucking can't hear. My ears are ringing from this kid screaming over here. I was just like, yo, I can't hear you. I fucking got to go. I'm so sorry. And I was just like, oh, this poor lady.
I always think it's so funny too with like modern, like I'm not on the phone too much, but like, have you ever noticed that like nobody hangs up? It's kind of like I don't really hang up. We all assume the other person's going to hang up. Like how long do you let it go?
Like 2 seconds.
Oh, you actually hang up.
I don't right away, but then yeah.
Dude, it's like a Portland stop sign. Honestly, where it's just like there's so often I'll be like, wait, it's still like with my parents, everyone just expects the other person to hang up.
Oh, you know what? My parents have actually trained me pretty good. That's why I hang up, because they're so bad at it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they know how. Like my mom, I fully believe.
She thinks that if you just put your phone down,
I fully believe
it's
that
off.
that every time she goes to hang up the phone, she still is like, wait, how the fuck do you hang this thing up? Like,
Wait,
like
does it?
she's not quick on the draw whatsoever with hanging up the phone, and
Yeah.
so it's made me a little more proactive about it.
That
And
makes
now
a lot
that
of
you're
sense.
bringing it up, I think I'm gonna start hanging up the phone much more
Aggressively.
assertively.
Yeah.
It's just I think it's professionalism.
I
think
just,
it. I
a
think
lot
it
of
kind
times
of,
I'm on the phone, I'll be like, I don't hang up. I'll just be like, all right, bye. And then there's like a weird
No,
5
we both
to 10
we both
seconds.
got to start 10 seconds, dude. 10 seconds.
where I'm like,
dude,
why
no.
is my music not playing?
Yeah, no, fuck that. No, we gotta start hanging up phones.
Okay.
That's a new stance. If you listen to the Size 10 podcast,
Hang up.
you start hanging up the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah. Actually push
If
that
if you're not
button.
hanging up the phone first, like what you don't even wear the pants in
Do you-
whatever
how do you-
relationship that is,
Can you?
dude.
But here's the thing. Here's part of why.
It's a power move.
That is a power move.
You're showing your
but
dominance.
like, do you?
You're
I
like,
guess
this
you push a
conversation's
button,
over, and that's my choice.
but you can be like, I'm not gonna say it too loud because we both have. It's like Siri, call so and so, and then.
I never
But-
leave Siri on.
But you don't,
No,
dude. Oh,
I
you know
don't.
what-
I don't use that shit at all.
You know what I'm all about? Voice to text, and you know this.
I know this because
get
you send me
so many-
incomprehensible texts that look
All
like
the
you're
time.
they look like you're in a blackout.
And I just am
You're
so
just
committed.
You're just saying
And then I
words
gotta
that
tell
don't
like
even work.
15 things to fix the. I should have just stopped whatever I was doing. I just like get excited and I don't know. I'm like out walking my dog and I just voice to text.
Yeah, you're
it.
just like
And then
yelling
I-
at the phone.
and I
like you don't. I feel like you don't slow down and like enunciate or anything. You're just like, hey Siri, text all this words to Nick. I had this new idea for the podcast. I think we should actually do it almost naked, just with socks on our dicks, and make sure they're bearskin. And I think that's a really good idea. It'll push some business. We'll get a lot of views. And it just comes out like,
it doesn't make any sense.
yeah, it's just gibberish. It'll probably still say dicks somewhere in there, but other than that, that'll be the word it picks up.
Well, it's funny if I ever say my dog's name, Bucket.
Yeah.
It always says fuck it, which I like.
Oh,
think is
dude, there's a
hilarious.
new restaurant in my neighborhood called the Fuck It Cafe, but it's spelled with a PH. And I think it's
Is it
Asian of some sort.
Is it a pho restaurant?
It might be. It's PHUKET, but I love the name of it. I
Did
like
you-
that
did
it's
you
called
notice-
Fuck It.
Do you notice that I said pho right? Because I said it wrong a lot.
Oh, did
And
you
been
say
corrected
faux and
a
somebody
lot.
was a douche and was just like,
You
it's
know?
actually pho. And
Well,
you're like,
you know how I was taught to remember it?
how?
It's because I fucking hate it.
You don't like pho?
No, it's hot water. It's hot meat
Dude,
soup.
it's ramen.
No, hot water
It's
soup.
fucking ramen noodles. It's
hot,
great.
Hot chicken water. No, that's expensive. I don't need that. I could boil chicken, whatever. Like,
You could, but like a really good bowl of pho,
with
like.
that just tastes like cilantro and
Do you
raw
like cilantro
chicken.
or not?
No,
Oh, that's your problem.
I hate it.
It doesn't taste like
I've
raw
even
chicken.
got
It tastes
it.
like cooked chicken,
It
dude.
tastes like cooked chicken.
It tastes like
It's the
broth.
worst.
It's probably
I
a
hate
miso in
broth.
it or something.
Yeah, I hate broth.
I do too. I'm not
Not
a
a
soup
fan.
person. I don't hate it, but like every now and then,
Not a
here's
soup guy either.
here's
But I like
when-
like a chowder.
yeah. Now I kind of feel like pho and ramen are the same thing, and
Okay.
we're like I know they're like pho is Vietnamese ramen and
okay.
ramen is Japanese pho.
Okay.
Like I know they come from different places. I'm not that stupid, but they're with their margin of error.
I feel,
Anyhow.
Yeah. Okay.
They kind of serve the same purpose.
Mm-hmm.
If you go like skiing
Mm-hmm.
and you're like a little cold and really tired and like you need something to warm you up and get you ready for
Chowder.
bed, ramen
Something
or
heavy.
pho,
Really?
fantastic.
Okay.
Like when Joanna and I went skiing like a month ago
Mhm.
and we were tired as shit, like we got back, we were sore, we were doing a pizza wedge all day, and that hurts. Skiing poorly fucking hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Yo.
we've been good for so long, we forgot how much it hurts to suck.
Yo, my mom got wasted on
Nice.
Saturday, and she was just walking down the halls in my building,
Yeah.
so loud,
Hell
just
yeah.
being like, "I'm fucking really good at skiing. I'm just really fucking good at skiing now."
Did
And I'm
everybody
really
think
proud
she
of
was
that.
on
I was
cocaine?
I'm just like, Jesus, mom, we get it, but
Somebody
so
probably
funny.
thought people were doing coke.
Oh,
They were like, I'm ready to do some skiing.
Well, she did a bunch of Chardonnay or whatever we were having at the Edgefield. We went and golfed, and then we went and wine tasted.
Hell yeah.
And then they bought bottles of that wine that they tasted,
And
then they tasted
the
that
whole
wine,
bottle?
the whole bottle
Hell
back
yeah.
at the house. And
Sounds
then
like a party.
it was. And then my mom was like having, I don't know. I was like, Mom, I think you're hungover, but like whatever.
Oh, when she was not feeling that good.
She wasn't feeling. I know she's 67, so like
I don't know what it's like to get hammered at 67.
I don't either.
But I know what it's like to get
hungover.
hammered at 28,
I get
and it sucks.
crazy hangovers the next day. So
Yeah. No,
dude,
if I have like...
Dude, we could win the bowling thing, by
I know.
the way.
We're
Speaking of
close.
like, we could actually win.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck it up now that I said that, but I was like,
You bowled.
holy shit.
You bowled a clean game.
Yeah, first clean
If our listeners don't know what that is, that means that Bjorn left no stragglers.
No pin
No
left
witnesses.
behind. I was the George
Yeah.
Bush of bowling.
Yeah, you listen to Vince Staples. You never had a problem spraying no witnesses. Yeah, you cleaned up.
Yep, it was worth it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was
You
fun.
got a 191, all strikes and spares. You didn't miss a single hit.
It was mostly spares, but
It was a lot of spares, but you know what? It was
two
still
strikes
a great score.
and all spares.
And I didn't say anything. I actually take
Thank
full
you.
credit. It is 100% my...
Because
It's because of me that you got that, and you're
partial,
welcome.
I don't know.
But it was like I noticed that you were having a clean game at like frame 5,
Yeah.
and then it continued to 6 and continued to 7, and I was like, I can't say something.
I never looked up.
I was like, he has to know. He has to be looking
didn't
at
look.
this. You didn't.
I didn't look, not
It's
once.
unbelievable that you didn't look.
I
but
don't look. I don't look at what's
That's
going on
cool.
because then that changes it. It changes how I feel, and I can sometimes get emotion, and I start to tell stories about myself to myself.
Interesting.
And if I don't look, it's best.
Huh.
I just because I think every frame you've got to think of every frame.
You got to think of every single throw
individually.
as its own thing.
Yes,
where
it can't. No future thing or past thing. You can take information from those, like
Yeah.
how to do better.
Like
but
if the
I
oil
can't,
is weird and you need
Yeah.
to change your throw somehow.
which
and
I
you
had
have the
done
ability to
after
do
that
so.
shitty first game. So
Yeah, you had a tough first game. You
I
had
had
a
a tough-
106 and a 191 in
Yep.
the same day,
Mhm.
which is classic.
But if you were to look at those two games, it was like the first game was like probably
Was so many
7-9
nines.
not pick
Was a
up.
bunch of 9s, and then you missed the spare.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other one was a bunch of 9s, and I did not miss. And so I had figured the lane out a little better by then. So, but
That was a great game. Yeah, we had.
it was super fun.
Our bowling league is going swimming.
It is. It's going great. We're having a good time.
We're second place.
I
We
know.
started at the bottom.
We have
and now we're
slowly
here.
risen
Yeah.
from the ashes of the highest handicap to possibly winning the entire
If
thing.
we win it, we definitely have to like Blair start at the bottom. Now we hear by Drake in the parking lot at some point.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do. And then
I do need to bring the turkey call,
oh my God, yes.
especially like the very last day. If we're in first place, the last day, just have the little box call.
I love it.
Just like anytime one of us gets a turkey, just
People are like, really? You fucking get that redneck shit out of here.
oh, I should wear goddamn camouflage. Just wear a dumb hat.
Dude, I was hoping that you wore a man bun on Sunday.
I did.
And you did not. I was hoping you would today.
I'll wear it on the pod
Okay.
at some point.
It's interesting right now. You definitely do have the when you have the headphones on.
Yeah.
You've definitely got the like Hasidic Jew curls because you can't see any of the back, but you
Yeah.
just have the like single curl in the front.
Here, I can show the audience. I fully have enough hair that I can
Ooh.
tie it all back like this.
Yeah.
And then I fold it over, and it does. Like I get the man bun now. I understand it as a
You
concept.
get it? Keep going. Speak on that.
Well,
You get the man bun.
I understand it.
Okay.
I understand its utility is tremendous. Here's the thing:
Okay.
is I like having this long hair because of something called the sunk cost fallacy.
Okay.
Which says that once you've spent a bunch of money on something, you now have to do it because otherwise that money's wasted. And I'm applying that to my hair as I've spent 2 years not cutting this hair. And so now it's like, well, shit, that's 2 whole years. If I cut that off, I'm losing 2 years of hair growth. I want to know.
What's your sign?
What's my sign? Pisces.
You're Pisces. Okay, because like my thing is like, I've been doing this for 2 years. Done. Like bald, mohawk, something else.
No.
For
me, it's
over
like,
it. I'm like, this is too long. I've been doing the same thing for too long.
Right. But here's the thing: is if I want this to be, if I decide I like it at this length, like if I cut it and then I was like, I wish it was long again, 2 years to get back to that. And also, there's a part of me that's like, I'm this far in. I want to see how long it can go.
I tried. The closest I can relate is I'm going to try to relate to you right now. Is I tried to do the yeared. I made it 10 months.
Grow your beard.
I made
for a year?
10 months is the longest.
How long did your beard get in a year?
Well, so here's why I can't do
or is yours?
Because my beard right here grows this direction.
Oh, so you just had the frizz.
No, it goes down, but it hurts. Because it grows this way, but then when it grows out, it goes down.
But it's doing like
and then I'll brush it down, and like everything else is pushing it down, and it doesn't look It feels nice when I brush it like straight out,
but then it looks wacky.
But it looks wild because you're just like, bleh. So I do brush it down, and the interesting thing for me is like the neck grows faster than this part.
Yeah.
So like that's another weird thing where it just gets, I don't know, it just starts to hurt too much, and then I just shave, and then I just usually end up
cutting it short like it is now.
Yeah, I mean I shave.
We're doing the mustache.
I trim this every week.
Yeah, you can grow pretty awesome facial hair. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty jealous.
Thank you.
Because this is this is like 4 weeks of beard growth for me would get me to this point. And this is like the most I can do.
That's what you have. What it looked like when I was 21 and when I was trying to grow a beard at 21, which was the first time I tried to grow a beard.
Right, I just kind of decided at 26
because you kind of look like me in my 21st birthday driver's license.
Oh, that's fair. I know my facial hair isn't amazing, but I also, it's like now to keep it clean shaven, I would have to put a lot of effort in. Mm-hmm. And Joanna says she likes it, and I don't care if she's lying to me or not. It's easy. Yeah,
it is easier.
But that's the reason the man bun is kind of great. Mm-hmm. Is this hair? If I'm not within about 10 hours of having taken a shower and freshly put product in, my hair is just a frizzy mess. Mm. And I can get away with that if I just tie it away.
Okay.
So like when I go camping this summer, 100% it's going in the bun for like most of the trip.
When you go to a weed shop, in the bun.
Oh, yeah. I want to get the discount. I don't even like weed, but I might have to do that. Go in there and just be like, hey, guys.
Do you have a man bun in? 10%.
Yeah.
They're like, use man bun.
I need a couple of free joints. I need to put a couple free joints in here like a bobby pin or whatever.
Yeah.
What's the big pin thing? Bobby pin's that little stupid thing.
Like a sewing needle?
Yeah, like they'll put a knitting needle basically in your hair. Yeah.
Yeah,
get a joint in there,
or chopsticks, and be like, yeah, it's pronounced pho. I just want you to know.
The kind of guy who corrects you on pronouncing food definitely does have a man bun
with a chopstick in it. You're just like, dude, you're not. You just saw it.
But I won't lie. Like since I've known Joanna, she's been encouraging me to put my hair in a man bun, and it finally got long enough that I can do a solid one. And so that's part of it.
See, if I grew this out, I would look like a samurai or something, like wild.
Like your hair?
Yeah, because of the way it grows. Real thick on the sides.
Oh,
and
yeah.
not so thick on the top.
You would have like a...
I'd look like Fraser Crane with a ponytail.
And is your hair kind of straight?
I'd look like
on your head?
I'd look like when one of those debutantes in like an old movie gets their wig knocked off.
Yeah, like when they get the white wig.
Yeah, it gets knocked off.
Freaking George Washington. You look like the father of the country.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying? You had
No,
a
I
question?
don't know what the hell I was saying. Oh, I asked you if your hair grows in straight or if it's curly.
It gets a little wavy once it gets kind of to that length.
But it's not nearly like the curly mess that
no,
mine is.
it's not curly at all.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, it's like it's so thick. Like it's actually like part of why I cut it so much is because it looks better if I thin out the sides, because the sides grow really fast and really thick.
Yeah.
But then like right in the middle doesn't. It's so frustrating. It's so it's like, can I just get like kind of thin all around?
Here's what I think you should do.
Like,
I think you should go with like the goofiest comb over you can do. Like grow it really long on one side and comb it over like just so blatantly.
like Better Call Saul.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Try to look like a strip mall lawyer.
Oh God.
Just the worst comb over anyone's ever seen, and then commit to that for just like a week. Or just commit to it on stage a couple times.
Man, I got like...
It sounds kind of fun. It
just
sounds
even-
hilarious.
I actually have some headshots that I took where like I got like a really nice haircut.
Yeah.
And I got like the line cut in and everything and did the comb over. I got my headshots done. Dude, those headshots are not that old. They're not that old.
Yeah.
They're from 2017.
Well, doesn't hair loss hit?
It's just like it hits fast.
Yeah, and it hits like different... It hits based on genetics, right? It's all just like genetics.
I mean, it's not that bad, but like, I don't know. I've been like half-assing some like shampoos and whatevers.
Yeah.
But
Well, at least you were already a hat guy.
I was a hat guy my whole goddamn
I know.
life.
Like,
and then,
I don't want to lose
seriously,
my
though,
hair, but of all the people to lose hair, I do wear a lot of hats. So, like, to some extent,
it's
I
sort
could
of
just
like
keep fucking wearing hats.
it's like I'm complaining, but like it's just like I want to do everything. I want to be able to do everything, but I don't like that. Like now, I feel like a little more required to wear a hat. I don't like that. And then like if it's like a nice event, I'm not gonna wear my fucking this hat.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to find like maybe I need to become like a
Maybe not a fedora guy,
Yeah.
but like go to a
like
haberdasher.
a Kangol,
There's a place downtown called Somebody Haberdasher.
a bowler hat.
Get a bowler hat. Yeah, look like you work at a horse track.
like go to one of those weird stores and get like some top hat with goggles glued to it
Yeah, that'd be cool.
and a monocle.
Get a hat with a feather, or a Abraham Lincoln hat. Get one of them. That would be hilarious.
Tall top hat.
Big a 10-gallon hat. Is that what that's called? Or a cowboy hat.
A cowboy hat. I could do that.
Get a cool cowboy hat.
I have a
like a
uncool
nice.
one.
Get like a Stetson or something. Like one of them, or get one of those Australian ones. It's made out of beaver felt.
Ooh, yeah.
Those are cool.
I'd mess with those. I've got some hats like that. Like I've done the boonie hat before. I like those. I have a couple of those. Those are fun to golf
with
in
the
and
full
stuff.
brim.
Yeah. That like snaps up on the sides.
Yeah.
That I'll mess with that. Maybe I should. I've never worn that on stage.
I think
or
a
nothing.
nice beaver felt cowboy hat. You know, like one of those Australian
with like
ones.
some
or a Stetson.
alligator tooth on it around the
I
rim.
think alligator cowboy boots. I think you should just dress up like fucking Woody from Toy Story every time you go on stage.
Yeah, like jeans, a vest, a cowboy
Jeans,
hat.
nice vest, cowboy hat, alligator boots.
Mm-hmm.
Spend like $10,000 on a pair of alligator cowboy
Just
boots.
every time I go on stage. That would be, I feel
It's
like
just
that
like
would-
your thing.
that could be my thing. Could I do a cutoff? Could I do like, but show my sleeves,
Yeah.
my arms?
Yeah, like a Larry the Cable Guy shirt, but with a vest over it, so it looks.
But
nice.
like a nice Larry the Cable Guy shirt.
Yeah, like a Western shirt, but like instead of the sleeves being sloppy cut off, they're like cut off and then hemmed very nicely
Yeah.
and neatly, and then you've got a vest over it, like a leather vest.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm. Something classy, or
and
just
a
the
bolo
leather vest.
tie. You
And
need a bolo tie.
I got a little bolo tie collection.
It seems
I
like
got a couple.
that's not surprising.
I wore them at our at the Blue Velvet.
You did? Okay, I thought I remembered. I knew I'd seen you in a bolo tie.
Yeah, I had some bolo ties. I used to have a bow tie collection as well, but my ex accidentally took them all and has yet to give them back. Dude, I had a huge collection of bow ties.
Bow ties are kind of fun,
and
they take a certain kind of person to pull off.
Yeah,
I know you used to do it at the coffee shop all the time.
Yep.
But like, I did learn how to tie one. And
Yeah.
it's kind of fun to know how to tie.
Yeah, where people are like, "Whoa, that's real," and you're like, "Yeah, it's real."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's such a silly thing that people are impressed by, but
I know, but like whenever
knows.
you see a guy wearing a bow tie,
you tie your own shoes, bro.
No, but like if you see a guy wearing a pre-tied bow tie, you're like, "What is wrong with you?"
Yeah, you're like, you're not a no.
Knock it off.
Yeah, stop. You can't.
Yeah,
you can't.
pre-tied bow tie.
Get out of here.
Get lost.
So.
These
shoes we should probably do. I'm gonna do them for him and not for me, but I actually can't fully remember, so it's a 50-50 shot.
Okay.
On whether he's gonna make these pavement princesses
or blow the back out.
But I have a feeling I know what the answer is.
What do you think the answer is?
Oh, these are princesses 100%. Already they are.
The black and yellow ones for sure, because there's nothing you can wear with them.
Here's the indication. He put the Like he wore these this weekend.
Back in
he
them?
put the stuffing back in. I don't know if that's to stretch him out more.
He's a better sneakerhead than us. He's worried about creasing the toe.
Almost the whole weekend, my mom's like, you could save a lot of space if you didn't keep all these boxes. And I was like,
Shut up, Mom.
Shut up, Mom. You don't tell me how to organize my house.
You don't even know.
Because my mom had to sleep in my sneaker room.
Oh, no. Did she have a free place to stay? That's such a hardship.
Well, there was just an entire rack wall. And then the funny thing is she's like, you've got a lot of sneakers. And I was like, don't open the closet door because there's even more in there.
Yeah.
It wasn't even all of them. But
I know. We have a lot of shoes, dude.
Well, Paul used to sell shoes.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, so he has a lot of shoes, too?
No. But he knows a lot about shoes. He was like the shoe buyer for Macy's for many years.
Oh, that's cool.
In Seattle. Yeah. So he's like knows more about shoes than I do. Like talks about the fascia or whatever.
Yeah,
that's the thing on a house.
Did you order those mids? That
I
have
totally forgot to.
Labeled?
I was going to, and I never did. I don't know. Like to put somewhere in here. I should, if they're still available.
They would be a good resource for the podcast where we could be like, oh, that's that piece.
Oh,
of the
I
shoe.
went down a rabbit hole of is it actually labeled or is that? I think it is, but you can also draw on them. That's part of the thing.
Yeah,
they are dry erase.
Markers don't stick to any of these other shoes, but they'll stick.
Do
to
they?
Those.
I haven't even tried.
No, they definitely. I think you can draw on any shoe.
You can draw. No, but you can erase it.
Oh, it's dry erase.
It's like dry erase.
That sounds like it's got to be the ugliest shoe, to actually wear.
Well, you can't.
Like
it's
dry erase material.
But only. It's a children's only shoe.
Okay.
On that one, but. All right, I think that'll do it for this episode.
Yeah, I think that kind of does the episode. I can take us out here. If you guys enjoyed this, please throw us a like, hit the bell icon, put a comment down there below the video. We love to hear from you. We encourage you at the start of the episode to hit us up in the DMs. We will give you shirts and stickers if you do, and you ask specifically for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Amazon, that's all video. We're on every other platform too. If you want to subscribe, listen to us every week, you should. It's awesome. We're on social media. Hit us up on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram at size10podcast. It's the number 10. And you've got a comedy show once a month called Vibe. You've got a comedy show every Thursday called Bangers.
Mm-hmm.
I hang out. Listen to us more. Thank you so much.
All right. That's great. Bye.